In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we have a new lesson with the third secondary grade English subject, second semester. Today we're going to study Unit 3, Listening and Grammar Mega Goal 6. This lesson is prepared by Mr. Muhammad Al-Bahiri and presented by Muhammad Al-Uthaymeen. Objectives. In this lesson you can discuss beauty products and practices throughout history. Number 2, practice noun clause beginning with that. Number 3, identify usage of noun clause after verbs. Is beauty more important than intelligence? Think about this question. Is the intelligence more important or the beauty more important? Some people would say with beauty you can feel more happy, and others would say that with intelligence you can make yourself more beauty or more beautiful. Okay, now let's read the text and find out the answer of this question. Hairbrushes, this is hairbrush, have been around for thousands of years. However, you may be surprised to learn that until recently they were only used by the wealthy and privileged. The upper class ancient Egyptians used hairbrushes made of animal hair. This animal, we will see its picture, porcupine quills. What is porcupine quills? Oh, okay, this is the porcupine, and here we can find the porcupine quills. These are porcupine quills. Shells and bones, for combining and to remove lice and other pets that got tangled in their hair. What's the lice? Actually, the lice is small insects which live in the people's hairs and some animals' hairs. They are a small, wingless insects that lives on the skins, mammals, or hairs. Okay, this is the meaning of the word lice. Pests. What are the pests? It's also insects that attack crops. So lice and pests are insects. Tangled. What's the meaning of tangled? Tangled means twisted together, untidily, in their hair. Okay. Brushes were manufactured for the first time in 1777. In 1777 by an English company. The bristles came from wild animals and were stitched into the brush by hand. Stitched means made with swing, something man-made, made by swinging. It's not surprising that these brushes were quite expensive. So they are expensive, and this is not surprising because they are using expensive materials or rare materials that is not available everywhere. It wasn't until the beginning of the 20th century that brushes began to be manufactured by machine and to be produced with cheaper synthetic materials like nylon bristles. So, until the 20th century, it was expensive, and after the 20th century, it began to be cheaper because the substances it was made by. With these developments, brushes became extremely common. So thanks for God and for the development of manufacturing. Otherwise, these brushes will be with just wealthy people. Ancient Egyptian women made lipstick. What's lipstick? This is lipstick. From a red dye extracted from seaweed and poisonous elements, iodine. What's the meaning of seaweed? Actually, it is plants in the sea, under the sea, large plants under the sea. We call it seaweed, and poisonous element, iodine. Iodine, we call it in Arabic iod. It's a chemical substance, iod. So lipstick was made with these substances. It was eventually discovered that this early form of lipstick made women very sick. So they discovered that these substances made women very sick. Cleopatra, it is a queen, had a safer, although not very appealing, recipe for lipstick. So Cleopatra had safer lipstick, but it's not appealing. It's not attractive. It was made from ants and their and also beetles. It was made from ants and beetles. I think that you know ants and beetles. These two insects helped people in that time to make lipsticks. They crushed them and used their lipstick or made their dye. What's the meaning of dye here? Dye means a natural or synthetic substance used to add the color, to change the color of something. So dye means a natural substance. So they used these insects to make their own dye. The ants were used as the base. The ants was the base. And crushed carmine beetles for their deep red color. So they crush the beetles to make their deep red color. In 1884, the first modern lipstick was introduced in Paris. It was a solid stick made of castor oil. What's castor oil? Kind of plant. It's castor. So we call it khirwa. So it's made of castor oil, beeswax. What's beeswax? Bees is the insects. Wax. This is beeswax. So it was made was introduced in Paris. It was a solid stick made of castor oil, beeswax, and animal fat. By the 1940s, the use of lipstick by famous wealthy women had led to its widespread popularity. During this period, rotating lipstick in a tube was invented. Today, the average woman owns 8 lipsticks. So, not just wealthy women have these lipsticks. Any average woman has more than 1 lipstick. Now, answer this question. What were hairbrushes made out of thousands of years ago? Thousands of years ago, they were making their hairbrushes using something. Try to remember. I think that you got the answer. Yes, they were made out of animal hair, porcupine quills, shells, and bone. And we said that porcupine quills is this animal, and this quills. What are some of the different ways that lipstick has been made throughout history? What are some of the different ways that lipsticks have been made throughout history? We have studied, or we have said that lipsticks had made from many things. Seaweed and what? Iodine, ants, and beetles, and castor oil. Okay, you can't find them here. Seaweed, ants, beetles, and what's this? Beeswax. So here's the answer. Lipsticks had been made from seaweed and iodine, ants and beetles, and castor oil, beeswax, and animal fat. Okay, now we are going to move to the exercises to test your vocabulary. Here you have appealing, traced, extracted, elements, privileged, obsession, synthetic. So the appealing, like attractive, extracted, takes something from something else, privileged, wealthy, etc. So she seems to have an with handbags. She can't stop buying them. Yes, what can we write here? What's the answer of this question? Yes, think about it. Excellent. Obsession. Number 2. The outbreak of food poisoning was to a shipment of bad tomatoes. Was what? Peeling, traced. Excellent, traced. Traced to shipment of bad tomatoes. The scientist blank genetic information from the skin sample. The scientist got something, so extracted. The scientist extracted. Okay, next, iron, copper, oxygen, and carbon are all examples of what? These are elements. Excellent. Are examples of elements. These are there are no natural materials in this shirt. It's all synthetic. It's all synthetic. Excellent. Next, you should feel blank that you get to attend one of the best universities in the country. You should feel what? That you are wealthy, you are easy. Privileged. Number 7, finally, of course, one word was left, which is appearing. Let's read it. The food was left out overnight, so it no longer looked very appealing, attractive. Now we are going to talk about grammar, and this is easy piece of grammar here. Noun clauses beginning with that. A noun clause is a dependent clause that is used to make a statement within a statement. Some noun clauses are introduced by the word that. However, that can be left out, especially in speaking. Noun clauses after verbs. A noun clause can follow certain verbs such as believe that, complain that, decide that, discover that, dream that, etc. Expect that, feel that, find out that, forget that. So we have many examples here of noun clauses after the verbs. Is a complete sentence. I noticed that she didn't put any makeup on today. So this is noun clause, started with that, came after the verb, noticed. Do you think, here with question, do you think that beauty products make some people look better? So here we used the noun phrase started with that and questions. Here we have our final exercise. Complete each sentences with a verb plus that. Don't. You are supposed to meet us at the restaurant at 7:30 tonight. So what's the answer? I want you to use the verb forget. Can we say, don't forget that, or don't that forget? Excellent. Don't forget that. Don't forget that you are supposed to meet us at the restaurant at 7:30 tonight. Number 2, we are sorry to hear that you're sick. You'll get better quickly. So the most appropriate word is hope. What can we say here? We that hope, or we hope that? We hope that. Excellent. We hope that. Number 3. You like that color, but I think you look better in green. I what? I know. Okay. We want you to use the word know. I that know, or I know that. I know that. I know that you like that color, but I think you will look better in green. 4. She's always, it's too hot or too cold. I want you to use the word complain or complaining. He's always complaining that. He's always complaining that it's too hot or too cold. Okay, thank you for your attendance today. This is the summary of what you have studied today. We have read 2 texts, explained the vocabularies in these texts, and we had exercise. We answered these exercises. Then we studied the noun clauses beginning with that, and we said that noun clause is a dependent clause that is used to make statements or statement within a statement. Some noun clauses are introduced by the word that, however, that can be left out, especially in speaking. And we had example with this grammar, which is, I think that beauty is about what is about what is on the inside of a person.
Oh.